I'm pleased to be able to introduce to you today Comic Book Girl. Welcome, Comic Book Girl, to Thom Talks.
Thank you very much, Tom. I'm very pleased to be here.
Oh, thank you. Comic Book Girl, I understand that you have started a campaign to encourage people, comic book collectors, to unplastic their comic books. Why have you done this?
Well, Tom, my alter ego is a conservator.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, but can you explain what a conservator is?
Well, a conservator looks after old things, and I work with paper and photographs, and when they become damaged over time, or they get torn, or as they age and discolour, I repair them, I put them back together again. So I'll wash them, I'll clean them, I'll repair any tears, take off any of the rusty staples. So that's what a conservator does. So they take the old things and they extend their life.
Oh. And how long have you been a conservator?
I've actually been a conservator for 20 years now. And in that time I've worked in national museums, national libraries and universities. And I've worked on collections such as the letters of the first Duke of Wellington, letters from Admiral Lord Nelson, Winston Churchill's insurance policies relating to JFK, Elizabeth I's stress books, material relating to Shakespeare as well. But I have to say that the thing I love working with most is the archival material that relates to the everyman, the workers, the people who actually made history but don't actually get celebrated by the large collections. So the people who worked on the farms, tilled the soils, went out and fished, worked in the factories. So that's what I really love. I mean, I'm a social historian at heart, and that's why I absolutely love the comic books, because they're such fantastic pieces of social history, and they're valuable not only financially but also sentimentally, in terms of graphic art and also in terms of pop culture.
Oh, blimey, so people can really trust your unplastic message then?
Oh, they can, yes. I think after 20 years.
Yes, certainly. So why do you want them, though, to unplastic, as you said?
Well, the plastics that comic book collectors are using, and actually the plastics that most people that have collections are using, are generally made of poor quality plastics, which damage the items inside. They also have static charge, which can tear the items inside, and believe me, I've seen it happen, you know, objects just rip apart from the static charge. They can also attract mould, and mould likes to eat paper. It really does like to eat paper, and I've seen a lot of mould in my time. But the worst thing that plastic bags do is they create a microenvironment. So as the item inside, the comic book degrades and produces a lot of what we call volatile organic compounds, which actually prefer to refer to as nasties. As they off-gas these nasties inside the plastic, they can't actually go anywhere. So the comic book literally stews in its own juices, and that means that it falls apart faster than if it wasn't in a plastic bag. So that's why I want people to take them out, because their comic books are actually falling apart faster in a plastic bag than if they weren't in a plastic bag.
That's very interesting and shocking, bearing in mind that most comic book collectors use plastic to store their comic books in.
Yeah, I mean, it's ubiquitous.
Yes. How do you know, though, that these plastic bags are so bad for the comics?
Well, let me just get something. Oh, crikey. This is one little heavy on the floor.
Oh, right, yes.
Right, now, that's just one box of the research that I carried out into the damage that plastic bags cause to objects stored inside, particularly comic books. These are just the articles that I still have copies for. I had also a lot of materials that I borrowed from libraries and so forth that went back. So this is 9 months' worth of research that I carried out on the damage that plastic causes to historic objects, plus all the tests and the experiments. And it eventually boiled down, all these articles here, into this nice weighty tome. So that's what these boxes actually became, is this weighty tome here, which basically outlines all the damage that plastic bags do to the objects stored inside.
Crikey, that is a lot of research, quite a bit. So if people at home want to join your campaign, what should they do?
Well, they can email me, and that's unplastic@comicbookgirl.co.uk, or they can contact me on Facebook, which is www.facebook.com/unplastic, or they can tweet me on my Twitter, which is @comicbookgirl or @_comicbookgirl.
Brilliant. And if comic book collectors would like to seek any further information or advice, what can they do?
They can also contact me the same way. They can use my Facebook, which would be www.facebook.com/unplastic. Again, they can contact me on Twitter, which is the @_comicbookgirl, or again on the email, which is unplastic@comicbookgirl.co.uk.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Comic Book Girl. That's been very informative. I've certainly learned a lot this morning. Lovely. Well, we're going to have a short break now. When we return, I'll be asking Comic Book Girl what we should do and what we should use instead of plastic. Until then, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.